So today we got a great question from one of our friends about taking life a bit more seriously. Although he fulfills all his obligations as a student and as a son, his parents and teachers are concerned that he doesn't take life seriously enough. Meaning that because he is so happy-go-lucky, he tells jokes and laughs and he's generally lighthearted about things, that it's going to impede his ability to become a success in life. And he better start taking things a bit more seriously if he's ever going to be somebody. You know, this is one that we're all posed with this. You know, some of us end up having to take medication because we're just not serious enough. You know, and adults and successful people, and they look like this because they're serious, want to teach us the right way. You know, if you're going to be a success, you had better carry yourself with the posture of seriousness and success, or at least that's what they're telling us. Because this is the face of winning. Seriousness. You do it. Right? No, let me tell you what it is. Put on a serious face. What does it look like? Right? It's all furrowed. It's all contracted. Right? You gotta do that because your body is your mind. So the first place to begin is with your posture. Get serious, brother. The exact opposite of that is expansive. And that's joy and pleasure. And there's no room for joy and pleasure in the world of success. Because if you walk around looking like this, smiling, laughing, telling jokes, and being lighthearted about things, you're gonna be a loser. Right? Don't I look like a loser? Success, loser. Winner, loser. Interesting. Let me tell you a quick story about being serious about shit. But it's a strange one because the posture of this serious person, although it's a child that I'm going to share the story about, and children possess a form of wisdom that is very untouched. They're uncarved blocks. So oftentimes by watching children, we get a better understanding of human nature. Right? So let me get serious about this serious story about a serious little girl who's my 5-year-old daughter, Simone. I watch my children because they teach me shit about my own nature. Simone's very serious every single day when she comes home because she walks in the door, drops her bag, jets upstairs, grabs plates and cups, puts them in a basket, and she's tiny, so it's the funniest thing. She's carrying this thing, she's like lugging it down the stairs. She doesn't want anyone to interrupt her. And she goes out into the backyard where I have a tree house. She climbs up and she starts setting up her cups and her on a little table in there, cups and the plates. Then she comes down, climbs down the ladder, and then she starts collecting all of the chair cushions in the backyard and bringing them upstairs and setting up her house. She does this every single day. And then afterwards she takes it down, but she's very serious about engaging in this building process. And she builds it all out. Then there's a long-term project here, right? It's not just, this is the cute day-to-day work, but long-term vision she has. She has crayons and markers, and she builds murals all over the walls in this thing. Right? She's really taken a serious approach to developing this make-believe home. And of course we call it make-believe because there's no money involved. And you know, the only serious thing in life is money and paying taxes. She doesn't engage in that. So it's all, you know, we can laugh at her. The thing is, now I'm going to show you a strange contrast, and children do this all the time. I know she's serious not only by the ardor, by the sense of urgency in her activities, but when I stop to ask her a question about it or interrupt her in some particular way because I'm fascinated what she's doing, she goes, "Stop! Daddy, I'm busy. Leave me alone." Whoa, I just back up. "Excuse me, sweetheart." I look at my wife and I'm like, she's serious. The strange thing about her seriousness is that her face looks like this the whole time. And she's bouncing, and she's breathing deeply, and she's, "Daddy, get out of my way, I'm busy." Ah! And she laughs. Very serious, the activity, what she's engaging in, the actual fulfillment of the creative process and the manifestation thereof, and she looks like this. Brian Tracy once said, in one of the audio programs I listened to, that in poker, just like in life, or in life, just like in poker, the winners are laughing and telling jokes, while the losers say shut up and deal. That's a strange thing, because a few moments ago I showed you the face of success, and if you look at most adults who are successful, well, this is sort of the way they look. They're very contracted. Right? This guy is serious. This guy ain't that serious. So how is it that the winners are laughing and telling jokes, and the losers are saying shut up and deal? Now, you might sit there and say, well, Elliot, of course, the winners are winning. That's why they look this way. That's why they're laughing and telling jokes, because they're winning. And the losers are losing, so they look like this. That's the easy answer. That's the one that most people will grasp at, because it's like, well, that's the way we've been conditioned to believe that our circumstances create our behavior, that our circumstances dictate our character, that our circumstances control us, that we're victims of our circumstances. I'm losing, so now I'm getting serious. I'm winning, so now I'm getting happy. But if you've been watching my videos long enough, there are a few concepts that you need to consider, and that you perhaps have already considered. Number one is that the body is the mind, and that the world is your mirror. And if you carry yourself like someone who's joyful, having fun, pleasure, right? It's your character, it's who you are, how you carry yourself, your posture. You posture like a winner, and the world is your mirror. Guess what you're gonna get back? Winning. If you posture yourself like a loser, right? Guess what you're gonna get? More losing. And just look at my body and consider the energy that moves this world. Is it expanding? Is the universe expanding? Is the universe winning? Is it getting bigger? When a seed is planted, what does it do? Does it contract because it's serious about growing? Right? You plant a fucking seed in the dirt. Is it gonna get serious? Or is it gonna experience the joy and pleasure of growth, of winning? Fruit. And guess what it does? Guess what winning does? Winning creates fruits that drop fruits that create more seeds that keep spreading. Winning is expansive. Ha! Ha! This is the look of winning. So, most adults have it all backwards. They've got it all fucked up. They're telling you to become a success. In order to become a success, you got to become more serious. And you look at their bodies, look at their faces. This is how you know people. This is how you know what's going on behind the words, the associations, and the idols. Behind the bullshit is what you see. And when you look at serious people, and they tell you about success, and they look like this, they're losing. Dude, you don't want to look successful, because it's an ugly fucking face. And the world is your mirror. You're just going to get back more ugly shit. Smile, laugh, and tell jokes, and your life will be that much more pleasurable. You see? Expansiveness is the nature of abundance and growth, proliferation, joy, pleasure. All looks like that. I don't care how they choose to define success. If it's $1 million, if it's a mansion, if it's power over millions. If they look like this, they're not winning. If you have but little, you have but a morsel for your mouth and a rag for your back, and you look like this, you're winning. Do you see? Circumstances. Again, we become so addicted to what's happening outside us, what we have, what we don't have, and the things that are happening here, as opposed to the creator. We're co-creators in this thing. we create our world in many ways. It's 50-50, I like to think. But if your 50% looks like this, then that's what you're gonna get back in many ways. My 50% looks like this. You wanna know why I'm so successful? Why I love my life? Why Elliot is so lucky about being able to do what he loves? Because Elliot is having fun the whole fucking time. I don't take any of this shit too seriously. I see the significance in it. It's very significant, just like my daughter she recognizes the significance of developing her home in that treehouse. Even more so because I realize that this is an innate necessity. It's an expression of the feminine energy in her body to want to decorate. So, you see, my son won't do that. My son just picks up swords and wants to stab shit and fuck shit up. So it's very significant. It's the exercising of a deep primordial need and desire in her body. But she looks like this. So my friend, I will end this way. The world is your mirror, and your body is your mind. If you give the mirror a crunched down, depressed, constricted body mind, you're going to get back just that. Those people aren't happy. Those people don't experience joy. Those people get shit done and have nice things and created circumstances. But just look at them and tell me, do you want that? I don't want to have anything to do with that. I judge people by the way they look. Right? Elliot's fucking prejudice. I judge what's happening by what I see. A little crazy, right? Don't judge a book by its cover. I do that shit all the time. I judge books by its cover because I look for certain things. The look in someone's eye tells you everything about them. I don't care if your face is burnt. I don't care if you got into an accident and a part of your face is ripped off, or you got jaw cancer from just the life happening, and your jaw is off, right? If I can look in your eyes and I see bright vibrance, vitality, life, expansiveness, I judge that person as happy, healthy, vibrant, vital, and successful. Just look in their eyes. Watch their body language, how they express themselves. You see? Are they constricted and afraid to express themselves? Many of you are attracted to my videos and you might not know why. Oftentimes, it's less about what I'm saying, but who I'm being in front of you. You're seeing energy explode in front of the camera. I'm successful. I give success and I get success. The world is my mirror. Continue to practice joy. Continue to practice pleasure. Continue to laugh and tell jokes because that's what winners do. Seriousness is a disease. Significance, joy and pleasure are the driving force, the map, and the energy from which you want to proceed in order to truly live and enjoy life and be a real success that shows up in your eyes. Done.